Good morning, students. Welcome back. So we were doing grappling with inequality chapter, in which we have discussed that there are two types of inequalities: social inequality and economic inequality. Under social inequality, there are three more which comes under social inequality, that is caste-based discrimination, religious discrimination, and gender discrimination. In last video, we have already discussed caste-based discrimination. So now we will discuss religious discrimination, which means inequality due to religious discrimination. And as you all know that India is a diverse country. It is a multilingual, multi-religious. That is, there are so many languages spoken in India. So many religions are being followed in India. So that's why in the Constitution of India, it is mentioned that India is a secular country, which means that there is no state-sponsored religion. Which means that it is not that India has Hindu religion or India is having only Muslim religion. There are so many religions which are being practiced in India. And every citizen has the equal right to profess, practice, and propagate the religion of his or her choice. If someone wants to follow Hinduism, he is free to follow. Someone wants to follow Sikhism, yes. Even if someone wants to change their religion, they can. No one can force them that they can't change their religion or they can't practice their beliefs. So secularism means that all the religions in India are given equality. It not only grants or allows the people to liberty to follow their own religion laws, but also ensures that equal respect is given to all other religious faiths also. This means that if I belong to Sikhism, it doesn't mean, yes, I can follow my religion, right? I can practice my religion, but it doesn't mean that I can say anything wrong about any other religion, because all the religions have equal respect in India. That's why India is known as a secular country. So you must have seen that there are so many festivals which are celebrated in India, like Ganpati Diwas, we have Lodi, we have Holi, we have Garba, Eid, we have this Christmas also, all these, right? And we even exchange the sweets with each other on these days. So it is not that when, we celebrate Christmas also in our school. Are we Christians? No, we are not Christians, but we celebrate that. We celebrate Guru Purabs also in our school. There are many who don't belong to Sikhism, but they also celebrate. Similarly, we celebrate Diwali, we celebrate Holi, we celebrate Janmashtami. Is it that everyone is Hindu in the school? No. Because equality is given to all the religions. There are so many temples in India where Hindus go to worship. So many gurdwaras, place for Sikhs to worship. There are so many churches where Christians go to worship. There are masjids also for Muslims. There are synagogues also. It is a building where Jews meet for their religious worship also. So it is because India is a secular country and every citizen has a right to profess, practice and propagate religion of his, her own or her choice. So it is not that it's same everywhere. There are instances when we feel, yes, the discrimination is there. So I will give you one example. That what happens, Mr. and Mrs. Jaffer Ali, they are looking for a house, rented accommodation, and they are well-educated couple. So the property dealer showed them a house, apartment, which they liked very much. And when they went to meet the landlord, what happened? They were very surprised. The landlord, who was initially cordial, but later on started making excuses once he came to know their names. Which means He was fine, okay, that I will give this apartment for rent. But when he got to know that they're Muslims, he started making excuses. He said, no, I can't give this apartment to the people who eat meat. So this is what happened there. And they, Mrs. Ali, they keep on searching for the apartment. So once what happened, property dealer advised them, so why can't you go and introduce to the landlords that you are Mr. and Mrs. Kumar? You should go and introduce yourself that you are Mr. and Mrs. Kumar. Don't tell your exact name, your real name, that you are from Muslim background. They refused to do that. But luckily, anyhow, they found an apartment. There was a landlady who agreed to give them this place on rent. So what was this exactly? So it's very bad. You know, when we were ready to give that place, that lady was ready to rent that place, but when she came to know that they were Muslims, she refused to give. What is it? The result is that these types of instances, these types of incidents of discrimination on the basis of religion leads to communal disunity and disharmony. So what will be the result? Today, she refused to give this apartment to the Muslim family. There can be a day also that some Hindu family must be looking for an apartment somewhere. So Muslims can also refuse for that, which is not good for the unity and harmony of country. And you must have heard of many other religious hatred instances and differences which leads to the feelings of inequality. Yes, my religion is superior to your religion. हमारे यहाँ तो ऐसे होता है, ये मीट खाता है, इससे बात नहीं करनी है. No. Everyone has the right to profess, propagate and practice the religion of his or her own choice, but at the same time, you cannot disregard the religion of others. Follow your religion, but respect other religions also. So what is your homework for today is that you have to write one slogan which depicts India's unity in diversity. Diversity means there are many religions in the country, multilingual, there are so many languages spoken in the country, multicultural, there are so many cultures being practiced in the country. So you have to write a slogan which shows that yes, there is a unity in diversity in India. So in the next lecture, we are going to discuss about the racial discrimination based on color. Till then, take care. Thank you.